We'll be doing clustering with a target variable, and so we'll go to modeler, we'll go to clustering, browse, and we'll look at the stores classification. This is provided by SAP. Next, look at the analyze. So our profit margin would be a target variable, and in clustering that would be given as a dimension that has more importance than others. I mean, we can always do Excel and sort them by profit margin, but then every other feature would be all distributed in such a way that the clusters won't be clear. So here the clustering would be done with profit margin as an important variable. So we make this as target variable. Next, and this is something that one has to experiment. Numbers of clusters where the clusters are pretty crisply different from each other and make some sense in terms of interpretation. Cluster profiles. So we want to freeze the variables. So we can look at the profit margin. This is cluster 1. So all population is red. The cluster 1 is towards the lower end. Cluster 2 is the lowest. Cluster 3 is much better, distributed toward the higher end. Cluster 4 is the highest. And cluster 5 is again the worst. So we can compare cluster 4 with cluster 5 and 2. And then say cluster 4, we can look at the other. So they are bigger in size. The ones that are highly profitable are also bigger in size. I mean staff size. They're also bigger in store. And also sales turnover. So profit margin, which is a kind of a percentage, the percentage seems to improve as the number of people employed is higher, the store size is higher, and the store margin is higher. So that is using SAP modeler for a targeted variable.